We have Raf just flattened all these newfound chips. It seems Raf has a nickname, the Great White Heron. Somebody looking for a count on Pat Smith. Looks like he's got about 900k. We're on a check on the board between Jimmy and Raf. $205 is the bet from Jimmy, and Raf just flats behind. There we go, River 10 of clubs. Puts all kind of draws out there.
He looks kind of interested there, so. I think he's gonna raise it there.
Looks like Jimmy is led for 260k on the river, and Raf is cutting out stacks. All kind of draws got there. He was really mulling over his decision, but has folded to the river bet. I see you were doing some Hendon mob checking this morning, Glenn.
Yeah, this guy's kind of standard when we're going to a final table with other members. We're going through the opponents, trying to analyze them, see what we have seen, what they have seen, and
I know
take them for challenge.
I know one or two of the guys have got some pretty good Hendon mobs, but any of the other guys, any of the Belgium lads, have they got any decent cashes on the Hendon mob?
Yeah, Gaetan has the small ones, not the big ones. Raf, yeah, like I said, the European deep stack ones are the biggest he has, I think. And then David at the Unibet Opens, the Riga in Paris. I think Riga is one of the biggest ones he has there. I remember he took down the live stream there because there's a lot of people following him on the final table.
Oh, nice.
And that's the week I called him to become a Golden Palace member.
Excellent.
The big breakthrough. David's playing this one for sure. He's all in.
He's moved on in.
He said it was all or nothing just before the event, so.
Looks like he's all in for $1 million. Or just shy.
Yeah, it's 1.127 before the start of the day, and took some blinds in the third or fourth hand.
No, well, he's down under $1 million now.
And a call. Aye. He's not looking that glad. It's a fine.
Save Mark and
come on there.
Oh, the diamonds.
Come on. Oh, it's in.
Mark McDonald gets bashed on the river again.
McDonald is dominated by Belgians there.
Yep. The live rail here is going crazy for David.
I know there's about 15 people following at home at David's place right now with his wife. They're going nuts there, I think.
This is the kind of stuff where it's sometimes it just doesn't go your way. You can get it in as good as possible, but it's a difference between having 4 or 5 million, and now Mark looks to have what, a little over 600k, maybe 700k.
Yeah, he's really down right now, I think.
Yep.
It's easy poker right now. It's push or fold poker.
This is gonna hit him hard. Action's on Pat Smith here. Fold. Jimmy, Mark, fold. Ralph, fold. Action on to Matthew. And raise. Raise and take. Mark Smith with a bit of a cheeky smirk grin. Just gotta soak it up, and hopefully now he can re-soak out. Mark McDonald announces all in.
Does he really have something, or is he on life killed?
No, he's got it.
He's gonna call it there.
And he gets a push through. And we move on to our next stand. Eric McDonald is under the gun. Pass, 2 pass, 3, 4. Declan Connolly on the button. You haven't really seen too much out of this man. And they all fall around to Jimmy.
People watching at Winamax HQ.
Right.
Matthew's got a few people watching at Winamax HQ over here.
That's how it goes. You alright? Yeah. Jimmy and Mark, blind on blind. He's really mulling it over.
He knows Jimmy can do this with any two. It's not gonna hurt him bad.
I think he might have been looking at Pat Stack there. He's called.
Alright guys, we got all in the call. Jimmy from the small one is pushed. He's gone all in with King 4, King Spades 4 diamonds. Mark McDonald
Dominated.
Basic call with King of Hearts, 8 of Hearts. Mark is our all in player. Okay, we're going to see the pot.
Oh,
there's the 4.
6 of Hearts, 8
He really is
spades,
not
What
lucky
a-
today.
but Mark has a flush draw. And our turn card brings the 9 of clubs. Mark's going to need to see a heart or a 9 on the river. He'll be eliminated in 9th position. And our river card is the Queen of Clubs. Big round of applause for Mark McDonald, Queen of Clubs, finishing in 9th position for 4,300.
And we lose our first player off the feature table. Mark McDonald is that unfortunate man. Couple of hands did not go his way. Instead of having like 4 or 5 million chips, he was down to 600 or 700,000.
Right, it was a light call, but he knows that Jimmy can do this with any 2, so
Yeah.
he has him dominated, so it's not a bad one.
Mark will take €4,300 for his effort.
He did not make any mistake, but if you can't win your flips,
I think you just nailed it right there. If you can't get them flips right.
Declan taking the blinds there.
I'm just gonna switch to doing a quick blog update, folks, so don't worry, we're still here.
Looks like Gaetan's gonna raise it under again. Raising it to 160,000. If I can see this right. Just doubling up the big blind.
Dealers and players in the 200 side event, we have a new level now.
We've got an all-in.
Small blind 50, big blind 100.
Pat Smith.
That's small blind 50, big blind 100 in the 200 side event.
Pat Smith has moved all in over the top of Gatons under the run raise.
Alright, back on the feature table. We have a raise of 100.
Saying 810,000, he says.
Belgium.
She's going in for the counter.
Pat Smith from Ireland, who's gone in all in for 810,000, actually falling back into her recent raiser.
810,000 is confirmed. He's folding.
And game on folds.
Showing Queen 10.
The Bill Switch Surgery was putting on Mark today, wasn't it?
Oh man, he just got absolutely canned, didn't he?
He got lucky with the ace-4 against ace-9, but
Yeah.
after that he got slaughtered.
Like as I said, instead of having like a 4 or 5 million chip stack, he was out for 600k, you know? It's crazy. Do you know how much he was all in for? It was a little over, yeah, it was a little over 600, was it?
Yeah. It was about that. He lost 1.444,
Yeah.
he lost 985. So yeah, it was about 600.
Jimmy the Barrows just raised it. Re-raised from above the waiver to 345,000. Both Matthew and Gaetan insta-fold their hands.
Alright guys, bit of action here now with Jimmy. Made it 165. The Raph is raised into 345. Actually back on Jimmy. Jimmy's announced re-raise.
Got a lot of action now. What's up?
Pour celui-ci?
Non, mon sac il est juste là, à côté il a Golden là-dessus. Juste en dessous là. Non, à côté de la chaise, de l'autre côté de la chaise. Normalement il a encore un transfo là-dedans. Ouais, je crois qu'il a encore un transfo là. I just missed some action, but I guess Jimmy just four-betted him. Rav is re-raising again.
450. Rav is re-raising again.
Well, we got some pretty sick action coming down at the moment.
Rav has made it 795,000 to go. Action back to Jimmy.
Rafa's made it 795,000.
Jimmy just moved all in.
Jimmy is 6-bet all in.
We have the 6-bet all in from Jimmy.
Jimmy's a chip lever and Will and Rav covered. Rav makes the call. Rav will be an all in player.
He's got a bit over 1 million behind. Big Belgian guy has a big decision to make.
Monsieur Léo, Jean Vincent. Léo, Jean Vincent, il est dans la salle? Monsieur Léo, Jean Vincent.
Players to the 200 side event, some information about your tournament. This is a re-entry tournament for 6 levels. It is a single re-entry, it is not multiple re-entries. This tournament is
He's folding it.
a single re-entry tournament.
Rough fold.
And Raf folds.
Jimmy takes down a very, very nice spot.
I bet was 750, so
795.
even more there. Jimmy just raised it again. The ref has the same look on his face. He decides to fold it right now. Picks up the pot. Pat Smith is moving all in, and somebody re-raised all in.
in. Rap has gone all in. Called by Pat Smith. Rap has got 18. Pat's got over 8s.
It's rough. Pocket dates into waist key.
He will be our all-in player. Okay, let's hear cocktails.
You have an all-in, Pat Smith.
Flop is Jack 5. Pat stays in the lead with his pair of 8s. Our turn card. It is 4 clubs. Pat needs to avoid.
Ace or a king and a river.
Oh no, that's what we do. Let's see a river card. It's 2 clubs, and Pat gets the double up.
A nice timely double up there for Pat. He's been sitting pretty tight since the final table kicked off.
Making Raf the Weaver a short stack, I guess. He lost the big pots against Jimmy. And now has to. It's 1,140,000.
Our own player was all in for 1,140,000.
to call out the counts? So I said you haven't done all this.
Well, you just did it there. Yeah, he doesn't want to do too many.
Pat was all in for 1,440,000.
Raf the Waver moves all in again. No action there. He shows pocket queens, queen of hearts, queen of diamonds. Raf the Waver wearing a Standard de Liège hoodie. A big clash between him and David Jansen, who's a big Anderlecht fan. Just told me before, when he busts Raf, he will take out his shirt and show him the RSC Anderlecht tattoo, just to put a bit of oil on the fire, spicing it up. think Raf is just wearing the shirt to put David on tilt, I guess.
I like his style.
David's gonna play this one. It's raising it up to 160,000.
Sorry about that, folks. Just had to pop off and do a quick blog update. So the talking has been lax for a couple of minutes, but we should be back now. So we have a re-race from Declan Connolly.
David's asking how much he's having behind there. Declan just putting his bigger chips forward.
Looks like David Janssen main opened for 160 and Declan Connolly has made it. There we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 485. $385, sorry. Gotta get right in on the reflective glasses. I like it. That's very cool. You can see the spots on the table in his glasses. But he decides to pass.
Yes, Inge, we have one player down.
That is it. Mark McDonald has been the only elimination so far. We're now running blind levels of 40,000 and 80,000. Action is on Raf. He folds. Mr. Winamax Matthew Duran, who I heard has got a nice contingent watching back in the office in France. hello to you folks.
Gaëtan L'Heureux.
With the men open. Now we have the big man from Sweden, Roland. Going for the re-race. With the flag call, swing onto a flop. Three of spades, 7 of clubs, 5 of clubs. Action on good on.
He knows it's an all-in. Action up to Roland. And Gaëtan folds.
That is it. Let's see if we can read any of this chat box.
I answered one of them. Inge was asking in Dutch if somebody's out, so that's why I answered. Mark McDonald already left us.
Now I see.
Talking about percentages, but David sponsored here, so it wasn't even possible to buy some.
It would seem I have a fan on the chat box. Cheers, #1 fan. And hello, Mr. King Sam. We got some Jimmy and Raf blind on blind.
Yes, I do, Smokey.
What's the question? Ah, that's the one. 4 languages. Tell us what languages you speak.
I can speak French because I'm working in the French-speaking part of Belgium.
Yep.
And then Dutch, English, basic German. I'm learning it a bit, but not that well.
As
I can understand. That's already something.
As I said to you last night, it's still pretty impressive.
Yeah, but I think a lot of Dutch-speaking part of Belgium are speaking the French. We got a lot of hours in school. Belgium is a country with 3 languages already, so they're all using Smurf because nobody knows me by my real name in Belgium, I think.
So this is your online pseudonym?
Nah, it's not just my online pseudonym. It's my pseudonym.
That's your pseudonym in general.
It's following me for around 10 years already, so.
It would seem you're getting a bit of a stick on the stream here.
Going Gargamel. I already know who's behind that one, I guess. I'll send you a text, Mr. Gargamel.
Pat Smith's chip count, I'd say he's up over 2 million now after his pocket 8s against Ace King. There we go, 2.8 million. Thank you, fan. You should make a Smurf fan club.
Yeah, there already is a Smurf fan club. It's called goldenpalace.be, guys.
We have a shove from Raf. That was a very quick shove. He is one of 3 people I know who have made 2 deep stack final tables. Dara O'Kearney was the first. Raf and Mark both, by making the final table of this, made it their second attempt.
I'm looking for your phone number, the buzzer.
We have a break coming up now in 6 minutes, so when we get back from that we should have a full chip count of all the remaining 8 players.
Looks like we're going in for a Belgian clash. Keita just completing. David raising it up.
$220. We have a fold, and we have Ace Queen flashed. Okay, folks, we have Raf. Oh, no action from Raf. Matthew getting a little active now for the first time in a while. Comes in for a raise. The min open 160. And we have a call from Roland out of the blinds. Action has checked to Matthew. And we have to see that. $180. We have the check raise coming in to 400,000. I have to say I do really like Matthew's sunglasses.
Look like he's flying himself home with the pilot's glasses.
And we have a fold. We've had a rolling sun on the stream anytime he's been up on a feature table. He's been constantly watching, so hello to you. Looks like this is going to be our last hand before the break.
Gaetan seems to know that. Raising it up again. 160.
Only one player left, Dak and Connolly. We haven't seen much out of this man yet, but here we go, we got the flat call. We're going to a flop.
I think it's the first flop he sees there.
4 of clubs, jack of clubs, 10 of spades. We have a check from Declan. Looks like it's 220. We have the flat call, we're going to the turn. We have a check from Declan again. Check, check. 5 of diamonds completes the board. Check from Declan. Gaetan is just going to show. No, we don't get to see his cards, but 10-8 for Declan is good enough. And with that, folks, we will say goodbye for 20 minutes or so. So come back and join us soon.